All right, today we're going to tackle something that so many of us use every single day but maybe don't really master. We're going to show you how to take your data from total chaos to absolute clarity, all by using Google Sheets.
Sound familiar? Or maybe look familiar? Yeah, that feeling of just being buried under a mountain of spreadsheets, it's a real headache for a lot of people. But guess what? It doesn't have to be like that.
You know what the real issue is, right? It's the whole workflow. It's the endless email attachments. You get files named Final Report V2 _ use this one. You know the one I'm talking about. And you're just never quite sure if you're looking at the latest numbers. It's just a huge waste of time.
But what if I told you there's a much cleaner, much more elegant solution? We're going to see how Google Sheets can become that one central place for all your data and just get rid of that chaos once and for all.
So, what exactly is Google Sheets? Well, at its heart, it's a super powerful spreadsheet tool that lives completely online. That means no software to install, no files to save to your desktop. It's all just right there in your browser whenever you need it. And this is why it's such a game changer for companies. First off, your work is saved automatically. I mean, goodbye to that, oh no, did I save panic, right? You can get to your files from your phone, your laptop, anywhere. But here's the real kicker. Your whole team can work on the exact same file at the exact same time. And sharing it with your manager, it's literally just one click. Okay, let's break it down to the absolute basics. Just think of every sheet like a simple grid. You've got your columns going down, A, B, C, and your rows going across, 1, 2, 3. And where they meet, that's a cell. So right here, cell C3 has Pooja's salary, $42,000. Super simple, right? This grid is the foundation for everything we're about to do.
All right, now that we've got the basics down, let's get into mastering your data. We're going to take those messy numbers and turn them into something that looks sharp, professional, and is just plain easy to understand.
Seriously, making the new sheet couldn't be easier. You just open your browser, click that little 9-dot icon for Google Apps, find Sheets, and click Blank Spreadsheet. Now, here's a tip. The very first thing you should always do is give your file a good name. No more having a folder full of untitled spreadsheet. Now, don't just blow past this stuff and think it's only about making things look pretty. Making your headers bold, adding some borders, maybe a light color. This is all part of professional communication. It makes your data so much easier for anyone to read and get the main point in like 2 seconds.
Okay, let's talk about two really important tools, sorting and filtering. It's super important to know the difference. When you sort, you're rearranging all of your data, right? Like putting names in alphabetical order. But when you filter, you're temporarily hiding the stuff you don't need to see. This lets you focus only on what matters, like, say, just the employees in the IT department.
Here's a pro tip that will save you so many headaches, especially when you've got multiple people working on a sheet. Use drop-down lists. This forces everyone to pick from a list you've already made, so you get IT every single time, not a messy mix of information tech or IT or whatever else people might type.
Okay, now we're getting to the fun part. This is where the magic really happens. We're going to dive into how you can automate your work and let formulas do all of that boring, heavy lifting for you. So what even is a formula? Just think of it like a command you're giving the spreadsheet to do some math for you. And here is the golden rule, the most important thing to remember. Every single formula, no matter what, has to start with an equal sign. Got it? An equal sign.
All right, let's take a look at a super common task. You've got a list of employees' salaries, and you need the grand total. Now, you could pull out your phone calculator and start punching in numbers, or you could just let Sheets do it for you in literally less than a second.
And here it is, the magic formula. Equals sum B2 to B4. Let's break that down real quick. The equals sign tells Sheets, A, I'm about to give you a command. Sum tells it you want to add stuff up. And the part in the parentheses, B2 to B4, tells it exactly which cells to add. It's that simple. It's fast, and it's always right. And hey, sum is just the starting point. You've got this whole toolkit ready to go. You can find the average salary with average, you can find the highest paid person with max, or the lowest salary with men. Honestly, just these 4 little formulas can handle a massive amount of the data work you do every day.
Okay, time for the final piece of the puzzle. Once your data is all clean and crunched, it's time to work with your team and share what you've found, and do it with some real impact. When you go to share a sheet, you have total control over who can do what. A viewer, they can only look. A commenter can look and leave notes. And an editor can change anything. Now here's a really important corporate rule. Be super careful with that editor access. Only give it to people who absolutely have to make changes to the data itself.
And seriously,
You can forget about those endless email chains. If you need someone to update something, you can talk to them right there inside the sheet. Just type the @ and their name, and you can assign them a task or ask a question. It keeps the whole conversation right there with the data it's about. So much cleaner.
Let's be honest, a big table of numbers can make your eyes glaze over. But a chart tells a story. Look at this. A simple bar chart can instantly show you which department is crushing it in sales. It turns that raw data into a clear, visual insight that anyone can understand in a second. And it works for other things too. Let's say you want to see where all the money is going. A donut chart like this is perfect. It shows you the parts of a whole, so you can see at a glance what percentage of the budget is going to salaries versus, say, marketing or operations.
So, when you put it all together, making a great-looking, professional report is not that complicated. You just need these 4 things: a nice, clear title, the date, your actual data table, and a powerful chart that brings home the main point.
And making that chart, it is so simple. You literally just select your data, click Insert, and then Chart. And a lot of the time, Sheets is smart enough to recommend the best chart type for you. It's a quick 3-step process to turn your boring numbers into a really compelling visual story.
So there you have it. You now have the tools to go from that spreadsheet chaos to some real streamlined clarity. So here's my question for you. Thinking about your own job, what's the first thing, that report, that tracker, that process, that you could simplify using these tools like tomorrow?